Hello, my name is Valentina, and I'll be talking to you about possible gap year opportunities. It was hard for me to make the decision of taking a gap year, but ultimately, I knew it was the best decision for me. I've always wanted to be a doctor, so taking a gap year never really came into my mind until last year. 11th grade is tough, and the added stress of defining what it is you want to do with your life can be very, very overwhelming. When evaluating all the options for my future, the possibility of a gap year arose, and after careful consideration, I decided it was absolutely worth it and necessary for me. Before I tell you about all the benefits taking a gap year has, let me tell you exactly what my plans are for after graduation. I'll be living in Torino, or Turin, a city in the north of Italy. Here, I'll be taking a language course at a certified academy in order to master my Italian. I'll be living in an apartment close to the academy with two of my best friends, who are also hoping to master their Italian by the end of our year abroad. Now, how did I decide this was the best plan for me? First off, let me tell you about the benefits taking a gap year abroad entails. As Colegio Olivar students, we are sheltered around a bubble that protects us from pretty much everything. Leaving that bubble is hard, but it is absolutely necessary. In order to gain life experience and skills for the future, a person has to learn to live alone. Learning to cook for yourself, clean your own room, wash your own clothes. They're all essential skills for someone to have, and what better way to learn them than living on your own in another country? Living abroad is all about the experience. When I was deciding on where to go for my gap year, I never doubted it had to be somewhere in Europe. Taking a gap year allows me not only to keep learning a language, but also facilitates travel and cultural immersion. Traveling in Europe is easy and cheap, and visiting foreign cultures with all different kinds of people is crucial for our own personal development. Not to mention, engaging with different cultures also allows us to spread our own. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Why should I study a third language if I'm already bilingual? I'll refer you to an article by a very prestigious language school, InLingua. The link to the article will be linked in the description in case you want to check it out. Learning multiple languages is essential. It is an investment in your future. Being trilingual increases creativity, improves your analytical skills, strengthens your brain muscles, creates job security, fosters cultural awareness, and develops global relationships, amongst many other things. I urge you to check out the article. It's a great read. Not to mention, learning a third language is not as difficult for us because of our bilingualism, especially since we are fluent in a Romance and Germanic language. Making the decision to take a gap year is difficult, and you should definitely take your time when deciding whether it is the right thing for you to do. There are so many places to visit and experience that once you've made the decision to take a year abroad, it can be hard to narrow down a place where you want to live. I know for me, I was going back and forth between many countries and cities until I finally decided on Torino. I think your decision should be based on personal interests, economic availability, location, and obviously what language you want to learn. I chose Torino because of its location and my personal interests. I knew I wanted to study Italian, but I didn't know what city to go to. There are a lot of courses at incredible academies all over Italy, but Torino is a phenomenal place, filled with culture, history, and life. I wound up choosing that place because of how easy it is to access other parts of Europe via public transportation, its student life, and its history. There's a lot of museums in Torino, and that's something that I'm very interested in, so that's why I wound up choosing it. Taking a gap year is something that not a lot of students consider because they think they'll lose a lot of time before they start their university career. However, there really is no rush to start. 1 year abroad will provide an endless world of possibilities, skills, experiences, and friends that'll stay with you for a lifetime. I really hope you consider taking a gap year to study a foreign language. If you have any questions, please feel free to consult our website or contact me. I hope this video was helpful to you.